Good morning, Clear Creek Comets. It's Friday, September 11th, and today is a special day in our country's history that we're going to talk about a little later on. We wanted to give a few birthday shout outs to some of our Clear Creek Comets. Happy birthday to Jude Birch today. On Saturday, we have Xander Duncan's birthday, and finally, happy birthday to Cash Reed on Sunday. We hope your birthday is as special as you are. Our well-managed classroom focus skill of the week for this week is following instructions. When we follow instructions, we look at the person, say okay, and do what we have been asked right away. If you have questions, you can check back later. We are continuing to work really hard at our cafeteria procedures. And one thing that I wanted to remind all students, especially at Clear Creek, but even students at home, these expectations are really good expectations that we could do in any place that we're eating. So if you're eating at your house, or if you're eating in your classroom, or if you're eating in the cafeteria, we should practice these expectations. So we should treat others right by using kind words and actions. That really goes with our core value of the month, friendship. We want to keep our area clean. We want to use hands and feet safely. And we want to make sure that our voice levels are between a 0 and a 2. Remember, a 2 is table talk conversation, a 1 would be a whisper, and a 0 would be no talking. Make smart decisions by walking, making sure that you eat your food, and staying in your assigned seat. And finally, we want to maximize potential by raising our hand to ask permission. That one's probably something that you don't have to worry about at home, but you do want to probably make sure that you face the table with your feet underneath, so that you can maximize your potential and get and focus on eating your lunch. As I mentioned at the beginning of announcements, today is a very special day in our country's history. Today, September 11th, we will commemorate the events that happened 19 years ago on September 11th, 2001. None of you were even born 19 years ago, but many of your older brothers and sisters, as well as your parents and grandparents, remember that day quite well. It was a scary and sad time for all of us, as many died in New York City, Virginia, and Pennsylvania that morning due to terrible choices made by a number of people who strongly disagreed with our country's leaders and what the United States stands for. But instead of focusing on this tragic event, we should consider the lessons we learned from 9/11. Immediately after these events 19 years ago, good people around the world showed their kindness and love for each other by reaching out and helping save lives and support families who were hurt by this event. Firefighters and police officers in particular showed great courage in risking their own lives to save others. Americans put aside their differences by coming together and showing the power of patriotism, by reaching deep into their souls and finding the strength to love and help their neighbor, no matter the color of their skin, their religious background, or how much money they had. It just didn't matter. All that mattered was that we were all Americans, and we would stick together. Soldiers sacrificed their time and lives to fight against those who might harm us, and a whole country started taking our own safety more seriously. So again, what are the lessons? We must show each other kindness and love. We must have the courage to do the right thing and protect and defend each other. We have to put aside our differences and care for each other equally, which sometimes means sacrifice. I hope you will keep these thoughts in your mind as you hear more about 9/11 today. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to ask your parents, teachers, or your principals, and we all feel very blessed to have you as our students. And this message really ties with our core value of friendship that we're focusing on in the month of September. Please rise for our Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. I'm hoping to get more students involved with morning announcements, but we're going to do the Spanish pledge again with Miss Glassy this morning.
Prometo lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos.
Clear Creek Comments, be a leader today. Make smart decisions, treat others right, and maximize your potential. The Clear Creek Comments are leading the way. Have a wonderful day. Shine on, Comets.